Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, and again. I am grateful to be here today. Today I'm going to bring up a subject. I wouldn't say it's a boring subject, but it's a subject you don't like to think about very much. Your material possessions. This entire planet was divided. Someone at some point decided to set foot. Somewhere there he determined that space would be his. Someday someone arrived, found it interesting, and decided to also set foot in the same place. And so, little by little, their cities were being created, each one taking possession of what he thought he deserved, according to its importance, in accordance with their goods, with their possessions. And in this way, for a long time, you were dividing the planet. They demarcated borders, that is, they limited their possessions, and this limitation applies to you as an individual, to your neighborhood, to your city, your state, your country. So notice how many small borders have been created. And then I ask a question. What for? I even understand that for a huge country, it's interesting that there are divisions, so that you can move around properly. I agree. But it would not be necessary for there to be borders. You could demarcate each space, give a name to each small village. But what are the borders for? To simply assert ownership. What was taken from whom? Who gave you possessions? As far as I know, Gaia hasn't signed any papers selling anything to you, for you to open your mouth and say that you own that piece of earth. As far as I know, Gaia didn't do this. So, who gave you ownership? Or let's put it another way. You gave yourself ownership, I mean, the one who first arrived at that place and started to create everything in the name of himself. So, it's as if that first one had created a big city and everything inside would be his. And then he got richer, earning from land that did not belong to him. So I would like to make you think about it. The piece of earth on which you live, as you understand it, is yours. The property built there is yours. But I ask you, who gave you ownership of this place? Who? And don't answer me ironically that you bought it from someone else. Yes, you did. From someone who bought from someone else. Who bought from someone else. From someone who usurped Gaia's land, assuming that land was theirs. So who does it belong to? You've been fooling yourself for a long time, thinking that everything you have is yours. So I tell you, you have nothing. Nothing belongs to anyone, because the ground belongs to no one. The ground belongs to Gaia. The soil does not belong to you, to your neighborhood, to your city, to your country, to anyone. The soil belongs to Gaia. So how do you arrogantly question us when we say there will be equality? That no one will own anything? I want you to understand that you no longer own anything. Does someone, when he leaves the physical body, take with him the papers from the place where he bought it, so that in a next incarnation, he comes back with the same papers and claims that place? No, it doesn't exist. So I ask you, what are your material possessions? What are your possessions? What is your banking wealth? I answer, nothing. Because when you leave the physical body, you don't take anything. So how was that yours? If it was yours, you would take it. And what do you take? You take your experience. You take your experiences, your memories. You take that. These things are yours. Nothing material. So why do you humans fight so much over a piece of land? You fight so much for a piece of land that it has any wealth. Why? You do not own anything, and very soon you will understand this deeply, that you will no longer own anything. Many people are angry when we say this. They think it is unfair. And then I ask you, is it fair for someone to have thousands of kilometers of deforested land, when many are hungry because they have nowhere to plant anything, because they don't have a piece of land to plant? It's fair? Then you will answer me yes, because you bought it. What did you buy? From who? The lands are not yours, the lands are Gaia's. That soil that you clear, that you use with your chemicals, is not yours, it is Gaia's. You are enjoying it, you do not own anything. So it is necessary for you to start changing this concept of material goods. The superfluous will not exist in the fifth dimension. You will live with what is strictly necessary for you to live, respecting the one who is the true owner, who is the planet, is Gaia. Gaia will give you something to eat, yes she will, because she is loving. But everything in balance, without destroying anything. It is not by destroying Gaia's soil that you will have food. So I tell you, and I say it here. Begin your visions concerning material goods. You cannot buy what is not yours. The soil does not belong to anyone. It belongs to the planet. Gaia has not sold you anything, Gaia has not given you anything. She simply allows you to live on her. Then you can live, but there will be no ownership. No one will own anything. Everyone will work for the whole, not for himself, to get rich. No one will get rich because everyone will be rich. There will be no poor, there will be no misery. There will be no hunger. Then everyone will be rich, because everyone will be entitled to everything, neither more nor less than the other. Everyone will have the right to everything. So don't imagine that you will see huge mansions and small houses. It won't be. There will be places to live. Only that where it belongs to no one, it belongs to whoever needs to be there. Does it bother you? Does it make you revolt? So start thinking about it, start changing your concepts. There will be no possessions. There will be no material possessions. Everything belongs to everyone and everyone will have the right. Now, let it be very clear what I said here one day. In order to live in this new world, you need to respect your journey. You need to do your part. It is not simply wanting to reach the fifth dimension. Want everyone wants. Getting there is a long way to go. So just believe that whoever gets there won't be worried about possessions, won't be worried about living in a mansion, because in 3D he lived in one. She will be concerned only with living, with having a roof over her head. Only that. So start making that too a teaching. You don't have anything. Nothing is yours. Everything belongs to the planet. And as long as you maintain the attachment to these material goods, the journey will be tough. So that you understand that you have nothing. These were ideas and contexts started by those who today are the richest on the planet. Because they took the land, they sold the land, and they continue to buy it until today. Something that is priceless. We understand it's your world. So I'm telling you, this is going to end. There will be no more possessions. No more material possessions. Everything belongs to everyone and anyone can use it. Anyone can live wherever they want. Just never forget that to live in this world. Then yes, detachment from material goods, I assure you, will be a great obstacle. Peace be with you. Thank you for watching.